I'm gonna make 6 new predictions today. 2 weeks ago, I averaged almost 10% return for the week, and last week I averaged almost 9%. So my goal with these swing trades, remember, is to average between 5 and 10% for the week. Now, we're gonna talk about a couple companies that we've already talked about here on this channel, but we're gonna talk about some new ones in a second. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. I'm Richard Allen. We talk about stocks on this channel, and a lot of the stocks we've talked about lately are way up. And some of the companies we're about to talk about are no exception. So in this video, I'm gonna make 6 predictions for the following week. These are stocks or Bitcoin. I'm keeping Bitcoin on the list. These are things that I hope will go up between 5 and 10% in the following week, okay? If you can average between 5 and 10% a week on your investments, you will be among the best traders / investors in the world. You know, I see things like, hey, you could have made 150% on this. You could have done this on this one. And yeah, you're right. But if you can consistently pick stocks that gain you between 5 and 10% over time, like you can grow a $1,000 account to tens of thousands in a year, right? So keep this in mind when you're thinking about investing. You don't always have to hit a home run. Sometimes you just have to pick winners, and you have to grow your portfolio slowly. Any of these companies or Bitcoin that I'm going to talk about, this could be a great long-term investment too. So if you're not into swing trading or day trading, I know some of you don't like that at all. I'm also a long-term investor too, so keep that in mind. These could be great entry points for these stocks if you want to hold them long-term, okay? The first company we're going to talk about is Rocket. We're going to jump right into the charts here. RKT was on my list last week. It fell 3%. If you guys know anything about this company, they're the largest mortgage lender in the entire U.S. They actually do enough mortgage origination to be considered the number 1 and number 2 mortgage lender in the entire U.S. They're absolutely massive. And for some reason, Wall Street hasn't caught on to this stock yet. They just haven't. They're still kind of treating it like it's a bank stock, like it's only in the banking industry. But there's so many revolutionary things they're doing with their software, with their AI, with their machine learning stuff. I mean, this company has a ton of room to go. So RKT is my number 1 pick right now to carry over from last week. It closed out at $20.25. I anticipate that it's going to get at least to $23 next week. That's my anticipation. So I'm hoping it's going to pop above 10% next week. Number 2, and the second carryover from last week is Bitcoin. Okay, we had a massive correction in Bitcoin. It went up to all-time highs. It went up to 19.5, and it dropped all the way back down to 16,000, and now it's back up above 18. I think this week it's going to get back to 19,000. I think it's going to get above 19.5. That's my prediction for this coming week with Bitcoin. So that's why it's on the list again. If you don't know how to purchase Bitcoin, hit me up in the description. There's a bunch of different places you can purchase Bitcoin, and a bunch of different places where it's safe, and places where it's not so great to purchase Bitcoin as well. So hit me up in the comments if you want to know more. We'll have a dialogue down there, okay? All right. The third one, and this is one of the most exciting companies that I think right now that we can invest in. It's APXT. It's a SPAC that's merging with a company called AvePoint. They're the largest Microsoft cloud service provider in their space right now. I mean, they're absolutely massive. Very exciting news. We had a massive gap up the other day from $11. I bought it around $11. I bought more the other day. I increased my position quite a bit, and it's up now over $14 per share. It actually is at, I believe, 15 something with after hours trading on Friday. I'm gonna make sure here quick. I don't know why it's not showing up on my trading view. Very strange, but I want to give you guys the best information possible. So 15.27 is the mark for APXT right now, because it gapped up a little more after hours on Friday. So So from 15.27, I think APXT could go up another 5 to 10% this week. But I'm going to make another video. I made an in-depth video last week about it. I'm going to make another video actually today that I'll be posting a little bit later for you guys, so you can get a little more information about APXT, because I think it's going to be an exciting few weeks to couple months for this company. So the fourth company that we're going to talk about is CBAT or CBAC. This is a company that has gone on a crazy tear. You guys were bringing it up to me a few weeks ago, and I never talked about it, and I totally missed out on this run up, but I had a feeling that it was bound to crash, right? And this isn't a crazy crash, but it did drop from a high of $11, over $11, down to $6. That's a big correction, and now it's been consolidating ever since. The reason it's on my list today is because it gapped up on Friday from $7 to $8, and it's been consolidating. It consolidated Friday and after hours. I really like the price action on this. So this play is purely technical. Now, this is a company, it's a massive energy company that makes batteries, lithium-ion batteries, essentially for everybody, from the like small electronics, cell phones, EVs, all that kind of stuff, okay? So it's a big battery company. There's a chance that this could get back up into that $9, $10, $11 range over the next couple weeks, but I think it's going to go at least another 5 to 10% this week, okay? The next company is a new one. I have never talked about it on the channel before. It is SRAC. It's another SPAC, a special purpose acquisition company. So this company is merging with Momentus. Momentus has been dubbed as the Uber of satellites, okay? So this is in the space industry. I'm going to be making a video about it this week. I don't have all the information I want for this company yet, but I have a really good feeling that this is going to go up another 5 to 10% this week. So I want you guys to get this on your radar, and then I'll make a more in-depth video about it later on this week, okay? So SRAC, again, they're merging with Momentus, okay? But I've got a really good feeling about this with all this buy volume down here the other day. I'm really excited about this, okay? The sixth and final company we're going to talk about is CIIC. We've talked about this on this channel before. They are essentially a direct competitor to Workhorse, okay? We all know what Workhorse is. They're an EV company that's trying to get that coveted USPS contract. Now, CIIC is merging with a UK EV provider similar to Workhorse called Arrival. But Arrival, in my mind, has better tech. They have better looking vehicles. They have a better prospectus. They have better partnerships. They already have a UPS contract worth about 200 or 20,000 vehicles. So this is a really exciting company that I think could go up another 5 to 10% this week, mainly because it ran up like crazy. We saw a nice correction from $33 down to $24, and I think it's ready to pop again. So it may be a good entry point for this to jump in, and I think it could go up between 5 to 10% this week. Now, all of these companies could go down, right? If you watched my video yesterday, you know that trading in the stock market is risky. You've probably lost money yourself on some companies, right, that you've invested in. Could you lose money trading these companies? Absolutely. But I'm trying to make educated guesses here based on price action, based on sentiment in the market. All that kind of stuff is really important. And I think that these will do well this week. So that's my goal with these companies. Now, if you're not into swing trading or day trading, and you like these companies or Bitcoin, these would be good entry points, I think, for long-term as well. So these are really good companies that I'm really excited about. Some of them are based purely on technical information that I have on the charts, but I think we're going to run up between 5 and 10% this week. All right, so those are my 6 picks for the week. Now, remember, some of these companies came from tips from you guys. Some of these companies came directly from the comments, and I'm really excited to share that dialogue with you guys every day. I spend what now is hours per day down in the comment section, and I'm glad I do, because I learned so much about these companies, and I learned so much about these different opportunities that we have in the market that I couldn't possibly do on my own. So I'm making money because of you guys. You guys are telling me that you're making money because some of the stocks and companies that we're talking about on this channel. So please keep up the dialogue down in the comments. I really, really appreciate it. So if there's any tips that you have for me, your comments or your companies that you pick for me may be in next week's picks, okay? So just keep that in mind. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you didn't already do it, click that beautiful red subscribe button down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.